this week.
What's this one thing? Oh, we started. Hold on, I'm going to adjust.
Oh, no.
We're always striving for perfection. Good evening, Carol and John shoppers. Forgive me for last-minute adjustments, but that's just our goal towards perfection. I'm here with John Cheer, who serendipitously wore a dupe shirt. We were just talking about that.
Yes.
Yeah, so get your dupes out, everybody, because you're at home and you can. Andrea's behind the camera, per usual. Our filmmaker extraordinaire over here. You have a degree, right?
Yeah.
Nice. And I didn't wear a cool T-shirt today, so I'm wearing a cool sweatshirt. Yeah. It is the second video of the year.
Yeah.
Yep. 294, which is astonishing that we have done almost 300 of these. Right?
It is.
We have
yeah.
all been here for almost every one of them.
Are we gonna build a well so we can kick somebody in in the 300?
Oh, that's a great gag. We should do get a couple cinder blocks. Just kick them over it. I feel like it'd be me kicking you, you kicking me. Andrew's like, I'm just filming. But yeah, this is Tuesday night. We are excited. Obviously, we're a little jacked up because we read some great comics today, and we are going to share them with you.
Yeah,
and that's that.
Yeah.
So sit back and enjoy. One announcement of upcoming things is this Thursday is Late Night Comics. It is a fun one because January is our kind of clean out late night comics. All the comics will be 50 cents a piece unless you help us out a lot and get 100 or more, and then they become 25 cents a piece, which is not just helping us out, that's helping yourself out, really. We have put plenty of new books into our dollar stock because Kevin and John Cheer are workhorses as far as processing back issues go. I am not, and Andrea does when there's nothing else to do. But yeah, credit where credit's due, not to me. So, well, John too, also. Like, John Dudas, John Cheer, and Kevin. Like, freaking crazy amounts of dollar issues. So come get them for 50 cents. They're not $1. That's this Thursday. We're excited about that. I'm also excited that our issue, which no one ever cares about this week, is not a Marvel or DC issue. Number 294 of Walt Disney's Donald Duck. So that's super fun. Well, while we're here on the counter, let's do 3 things this week. 3 things this week. Yay. They're kind of fun. We're pretty jazzed about it. We had fun with this one. The first one is our Marvel-themed 3 thing, and the 3 thing is could have been a red band. That is because there are several issues, and I didn't read all Marvel this week, but the ones I did read were mostly number ones. Several issues that could have been red band books. Absolutely. I'll use your absolutely because you don't have any absolute to say this week. Dungeons of Doom number 1 could have been a red band. That guy cannot survive with 5 spears through him. Or the dude with all the clock parts.
Oh my gosh.
Logan, Black White Blood, probably not a surprise to anybody, but look, not in a bag. So, could have been a red band. Null has at least 3 beheadings, was a great issue, and I did not know spines were that long or easy to tear out. Their Ultimates could have been a red band. I don't know about Doctor Strange. X-Men could have been a red band. What was the other one? Avengers, I feel like, had a moment in it.
But not that.
Spirits of Violence had some smooching in it. Could have made it a red band. But yeah, so that's fun when Marvel kind of disregards the parental warning and just leaves it outside the bag. Our second thing this week is a little odd for us. We picked a small press theme of mega amount of Mega Man, which is uncomfortable to say. But if you check out John Shear over there and me holding this one, we've got 2 Mega Man one-shots and the beginning of a Mega Man miniseries. So as non-Mega Man people, this is a lot of Mega Man for us. And that's okay, because I read one, I think Andrew, or maybe Kevin read one, but really entertaining Mega Man stuff. So if you are part of that fandom, you are having a great week. Great week. And then kind of an easy one for DC. I'm not going to call it lazy, but kind of an easy one. We all agreed on round 3, baby. We got DCKO, round number 3. We're down to the final 8. This pairs us down to the final 4. And boy, do they get some team-ups right. They get some surprises right as far as power choices and uses, item choices and uses, paying great attention to DC history, single character history, new character history. I mean, like, they killed it with number 3, and we're pretty stoked about the release of 4 and the upcoming one-shots and stuff for DCKO, which is going to have some tie-in with some small press material coming out this week, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But speaking of getting to it, let's get to it. I'm going to position myself in the correct spot to satisfy everybody's gong needs. Our first item on the table is the Spawn ongoing trade paperback, Battle for the Throne, Volume 2. Hopefully everybody could hear that and are satisfied. We'll have another significant Spawn gong here in a second. But first, next on the block is Ghost Pepper. We're in Volume 1 for the Image series there. Thank you. Next to that, ongoing series, G.I. Joe number 17.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, he's having a ball with G.I. Joe.
It is the final part of the Dreadnought War, and man, it's fantastic.
Okay. All right, ringing endorsement. There's a cover A. Here's a great cover B. Cover C, one of those pesky dreadnoughts.
Oh, yeah.
And a 1 in 25 variant for $10. Up above that, sticking with the Energon universe, we got Transformers. They're in issue number 28. Several covers for that one. There's cover A. There's cover B. Here's cover C. A 1 in 25 variant for $12. And then we're moving on to our second G.I. Joe title of the week. No, we're not going to get a different gong. G.I. Joe Real American Heroes on issue number 324. There is your cover A. That's a bad place to be asleep. And a 1 in 25 variant for $8. Kind of an easy price on that one. Thanks, eBay. Die Reloaded is on issue number 3. Free Planet is on issue number 8. A cool beginning of a story arc in Geiger, issue number 20. We're kind of spinning out of a story arc in Redcoat, where this character, the Northerner, but he's a pretty sweet Civil War time traveler. We get a little more information about him, where he's coming from, what he's doing, why, how, but then also some questions in addition to those answers. We got 3 covers for that one. There's cover A. There's cover B with the hourglass, and then cover C, a little Wicked homage. Yeah, easy pickings. Get that Spawn gong ready. It's a big one. Gunslinger Spawn is on issue number 50. That's a milestone issue.
It is.
In the Spawn way of doing things. And they treated it as such with several variant covers. Cover A is right here in the big stack. Cover B. Cover C with Scotty Young. Cover D is your blank variant. Here's cover E.
No.
Oh, wait.
That's Deadly
Oh,
Tales.
man, my bad. Please disregard the cover E comment. We do have a third Spawn title this week. It is Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn. They're on issue number 12. So this will be your origin leading into issue number 50. And then there's cover B for Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn. Retire the gong. Place the gong back in its position of power and respect in the cubby with the excess comic books. Not a reprint, and not a collected edition, but a really fun special one from Marvel. If you're into Marvel Rivals, this is a very cool Marvel Rivals poster collection. There are 20 Marvel Rivals themed artwork posters in here for $30, which is great. They're always high quality lithographs. We're kind of a fan of poster collections around here. Then next to that, the only Marvel reprint this week on the 20th Century Fox line of things, Predator Badlands. Heard the movie was great. Can't wait to watch it when it hits streaming. Didn't have a chance to see it in theaters, which is kind of a bummer. But a reprint of that one shot that is a prequel to the movie. Next to that, we're getting into Marvel Collected Editions. We got a mini-series completely collected, Spider-Verse versus Venom-verses. Got it?
Right.
The 5-issue most recent Gwenpool miniseries all collected in paperback. We've got the complete Werewolf by Night Red Band, so it's all 10 issues, and the one-shot that came out.
Can't believe it's not sealed.
I cannot believe it's not sealed also. Marvel's like, whatever. Your kids got to grow up
The
sometime.
little logo in the corner.
Yeah. Red Band. Where's the band? And then 2 Epic Collections. Deadpool Modern Era Epic Collection Volume 1. Remember, they don't print them in order, but this is, take it from the source. I am the fan of Deadpool, especially in this era. This is the first 12 issues of Daniel Way's run of Deadpool, which is including Secret Invasion, and the Wolverine Origins issues, which are literally some of the best Wolverine Deadpool interactions in all of comic time. And then you get a couple of crossover issues with Thunderbolts having to do with Secret Invasion and Dark Reign. Awesome stuff. Next to that, you got an epic collection for X-Men, Life Death. A very popular storyline there. But let's get into new Marvel stuff. Star Wars has one new issue this week, and that is Star Wars Legacy of Vader, issue number 12, the last in the Maxi series. 2 covers for that one. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Then we got one new Ultimate book. That's Ultimates number 20. Yes, Ultimates number 19 only came out a couple weeks ago, but they got to get to 24 before the universe implodes. Literally.
Yep.
This is a great, great issue of Ultimates. Also probably could have been a red band, but really, really, really digging into the middle of the Maker's dome opening and what that means for the world. There's cover A. There's Ultimate Vision on cover B. And then we got a 1 in 25 variant for $10.
But we don't want to talk about the prison breakout?
There is a wonderful prison breakout moment with the loveliest group of ultimate versions of our favorite a-holes.
Yes.
And I will tell you who those a-holes are because I don't think it's really giving anything away. It's worth the buying of the book to see the page. You got the Orb, Squirrel Girl, Howard the Duck, Dupe is breaking out of there, Hitmonkey's breaking out of there. I didn't even know there was a Hitmonkey in the Ultimate Universe. He doesn't look any different, and he doesn't need to because he's already perfect. There's another space...
Four Bushman.
Four Bushman's in there. There's another space gal who I recognize from like the background of something.
Yeah.
But it's a great prison break, and that's all I needed from Ultimates forever. 20 issues in, and I got it. We've got a new issue, last issue.
Yes.
Is there one more?
Let's see.
We'll find out.
Let's find out.
But a new issue of Amazing Spider-Man torn by J. Michael Straczynski.
To be concluded.
And one more issue in that one, so this is the penultimate there. There's cover A. Next to it, Phil Noto on cover B. And the Cosmic Invasion variant is cover C. Above that, an issue of Black Cat. It's on issue number 6. My joke for this entire issue is that Black Cat is really visually trying to impress the man that is not going to appreciate it. She might not know that. I don't know. But there's cover A, Adam Hughes on that one. David Nakayama on cover B. You got Clayton Crane on cover C. And there's cover D. I didn't memorize the artist, so that one's on me. Next to that one, Battle World is on issue number 5. So that's the conclusion of Battle World. We were making the joke that we can see if this version of Luke Cage finally gets his money from Dr. Doom in this multiverse. There's cover A. There's cover B. Doctor Strange is on issue number 2 of his current ongoing series. He's teaming up with some angels. There's cover A. Next to that one, cover B. Wonderful looking cover C. And a 1 in 25 variant. I believe it's a little bit of a spoiler, but that's okay. You're here for that. For $10. Spirits of Violence, also on its penultimate issue. Lots of hugs, lots of kisses, everything you'd expect from a book entitled Spirits of Violence. There's cover A. Cover B by Carrie Andrews. Cover C by Clayton Crane. Uncanny X-Men. I read this issue. I wanted to see what we were following up with Age of Revelation, and we pretty much picked up where Uncanny X-Men left off. No real mention of the Age of Revelation, but I feel more informed X-Men-wise because of the house they're staying in and the situation of the school. But we've got some great covers to go along with it. This is a follow-up to the previous story arc before the Age of Revelation. There's cover A. There's cover B. There's cover C. Personally, I think cover D goes pretty hard by Ben Sue. There's cover E. And a 1 in 50 variant by Clayton Crane featuring Rogue for $20. I will say this. The issue is a big Nightcrawler issue because it's his birthday, and it's very tense, like dealing with this Mutina person who I don't know a lot about. So just my introduction to her here was like on eggshells.
All right.
Next row's awesome. We're going to celebrate this one. We've got a big stack of Avengers number 34 because it's also Avengers number 800. That's a milestone. That's a big issue. We're not even a number 1,000 for Spider-Man yet. So like 800 is huge for Avengers. This is a bit of celebration of the history. We've got a big story arc having a lot contributed to it with the current Avengers group versus Kang the Conqueror, and we all know how pesky he's been in Avengers history. But we also have a really great backup story featuring a very core group of Avengers on a stakeout written by Brian Michael Bendis, which is delightful because no one writes the Avengers like Brian Michael Bendis does. So thanks for making Cleveland proud, Brian.
Yay.
Putting that core group in there. Happy to celebrate Avengers number 800. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Here's cover C, cover D, cover E. Give you the full view just so you don't miss Wasp's wing. A ratio variant 1 in 25 for $10, and right above that another ratio variant, the 1 in 100 all art variant for $30. Very cool. Now we're hitting the number ones for Marvel. The whole top of the table from here on out are one shots or beginnings of miniseries that honestly I think we all enjoyed. It doesn't happen every day for Marvel number one. Sometimes we're kind of muscling our way through it. But I will tell you this, I found merit in every Marvel first issue I read this week. I did. I was very excited to see a bunch of Marvel number ones on the table, and I was not disappointed. So let's dive in. The first one is a one-shot. This is Luna Snow World Tour, a bit of a follow-up to One World Under Doom and her contributions to that storyline, which weren't great, but they were there. This is also worth mentioning the first appearance of a new character, a bit of a Luna Snow nemesis, if you will, and then a good reveal of a villain and their machinations. So I'm in. It was fun. It was not as bad as that dumb Dazzler World Tour issue. This one is way better. So if you're a Marvel Rivals fan, you got a little bit of a Marvel Rivals flavor to it, but more of a Marvel Rivals flavor without being a Marvel Rivals book is called Psi Dimensional Rivals. It's the beginning of a 5-issue miniseries completely overseen and written by Peach Momoko. She handpicked many, many different artists because this is in the way of Marvel Rivals, inspired by the Marvel multiverse. So essentially we've got a multiversal version of Psylocke, who is tasked with finding an Infinity Stone. It's not called an Infinity Stone. I think we might get there later, but we don't know yet. She's got a bit of a mysterious benefactor, but she gets 300 kicked into the multiverse, and that's where all the different artists come from. This is a really fun series for a book that I was not interested in reading. Seriously. Each multiverse that she kind of gets judged through is going to have a different artist. This one featuring Stan Sakai in one of them, and then the last story is going to continue into the next one, so I didn't look at who the artist was. But Del Mundo is going to be on it. They list them all in the back. It's very, very cool. But yeah, really fun story. A bit violent, a bit more violent than I thought it was going to be, but feels very Usagi Yojimbo. Like, she is a Ronin. She is taking her own time, living her own life, and she is going on this adventure right now for us to witness. So I was pretty jazzed, and this is definitely a book Andrew's not into, and she enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
I was surprised that we both were like found merit.
Yeah.
I really was. So Psi Dimensional Rivals, one cover for that one. Check it out. I think it's well worth checking out. Logan Black, White, and Blood is the latest inclusion into the Black, White, and Blood Marvel 4-issue miniseries line. This was so violent. You have one story of Logan during the Korean War, one during his post-Weapon X days, and then one in 1970s Times Square amongst the pornos and the pimps trying to find a serial killer. They're all super violent. They're all super fun to read if you're a Wolverine fan or not. But we're really not looking at Wolverine. He's not part of a team. He's not in a costume. He's not like trying to make the world a better place. He's just trying to survive and get his clothes clean of all the blood that is on them.
In one story, he's not wearing any costume or clothes.
Yeah, if you ever wondered how hairy Wolverine's butt is, you find out. I'm sorry, Logan's butt. Logan's butt.
Beautiful Black, White, and Blood.
But there are three stories in this issue. There's going to be 3 stories in every issue for all 4 issues. So definitely worth checking out. There's cover A. Next to it, cover B. And then we're on to a bit of a symbiote situation.
Canole.
But only a bit of a symbiote situation, which I appreciated a lot because, quite frankly, I like reading Marvel books, but I don't like reading about symbiotes every freaking week. Null, at one point, was the king of the symbiotes. This is the beginning of a 5-issue miniseries. And at this point in his history, he is captured by Hela as an Asgardian ward. She's like on Midgard or something. I don't know. She's captured by Hela, and he is at his lowest. They give you a little bit of a primer about who he is and where he comes from and why he comes from there. Not overwhelming. Not something I just like disassociated from. It was very easy to pay attention to because it contributed to the story that is going to take place in this book. So once he escapes that prison, I'm not spoiling anything because it would not be much of a story if he was just in a cage the whole time. Once he escapes that prison, there are so many beheadings and so many ways in which he is trying to get his power back, and they are all filthy and all bloody and all awesome. and I am looking forward to seeing where in the cosmos he spreads a reign of terror next. So no 5-issue miniseries. It's gonna wet your Venom whistle if you don't feel like jumping in the middle of the Venom story arc at the moment either. There's cover A. Next to it's cover B by Clayton Crane. Here's cover C. Oh look, hell, I didn't spoil anything. There's cover D. We got a spiffy, shiny foil variant. Look, he's in prison. I didn't spoil anything.
Yep.
And then above that, a 1 in 50 variant by Clayton Crane. That's that all artwork for $35. But my favorite number one of Marvel this week, because we loved, really collectively, One World Under Doom so much. This is a direct sequel to One World Under Doom, but it is not a story about Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is not in this book.
Nor is it a story about heroes.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a story about the fallout of war. This is Doctor Doom's very specific labyrinth of dungeons and castles and hidden stuff and how people want it without even knowing what's there. So we follow 4 groups in here. We follow the American military. We follow the Latvian defenders. We follow Hydra, who's just trying to sweep in and collect whatever they can. And we follow a lone Wakandan agent as they are on a yet undefined mission. And they all end up in different parts of this castle and different parts of the dungeons in different ways. Like some of them fall through the Red Hulk's hole. Some of them crash land there. Some of them are sneaking in. It is awesome. This is exactly what I wanted from this book after the solicitation I read, which was pretty vague. And it is bloody and weird and violent. And I am terrified every time they open a door. So I am
every time. Or a coffin.
Yeah, for real. It is awesome. It's going to be a 3-issue miniseries, and none of these people are principal characters in the Marvel Universe. So, like, this could go any which way, people. And I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
I never thought I would say I'm sort of rooting for Hydra in this one.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I want to know what happens when he picks that up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. I want to know what happens. Because it really is just picking them up and then they just cut away. There's cover A, Dungeons of Doom, number 1. Here's cover B by Clayton Crane. Here's cover C. And cover D featuring my boy, Red Hulk. I had a good Marvel side of the table.
Yeah, and then I get DC.
You got no absolutes for me to be jealous of.
I have no absolutes, but I do have a really cool top of the table. So at the top of the table, DCKO number 3. It is like we said before, we're whittling down to the final 4. Like, this is the big old battle where we get to the final 4, and as good a battle as you want. I mean, when like they bring back people who've already lost and they get to like join the game again, and it's fantastic. Superman, I think the best way of doing it, Ben put it really well. We have no idea who is going to win. That is the best thing about this. No clue, but man, the ride is fantastic. Love it. And just everything you want from that sort of book. Really.
Fans of the Joker will be pleased.
Yes. Yeah. So we have a bunch of cover A's, and then next to that we've got a 1 in 25 variant for $12. Then next to that we've got another. I'll hold this one up. It's instead of Black, White, and Blood, we've got Black and Gold. It's Wonder Woman. It's the 2026 special, and 4 stories, all wonderful. The first one, if you've been enjoying Wonder Woman, you get Tom King's story that has nothing to do with the regular Wonder Woman series. But the second story has everything to do with it without like forcing it down your throat or even needing to know what's going on in there. It's wonderful. The 4 stories are all great. They're all beautifully drawn. Everything you want from like a one-shot.
Really a perfect Wonder Woman one-shot.
Yeah.
Really.
So there's your cover A, and there's your cover B. Action Comics is on 1094 or 1054 rather. No, 1094.
Yeah, 1094.
And Superboy has been recruited by General Lane to like do some dirty stuff, and it is a learning experience for him. Like, this is not the learning experience that he wanted or probably even needed. Well, he might have needed it, but phew. So there you go. There's that. Batman Robin, the Philip Kennedy Johnson series, is on issue number 29. Scarface is back in full form on that one. Court, Children of the Round Tables on issue number 5. Still a ton of fun. Still, there's like 5 of us reading it, but we're
It's a
enjoying
ton of
it.
fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it really
we're
is.
enjoying it. So yeah, the DC KO tie-in this week is Aquaman number 13. If you're getting it, read KO first, then read this, because the aspects in the first half of this are played out in KO, and then the second half, Mira takes this front stage and goes crazy and stabby. So there's your cover A. There's your cover B. Green Lantern Corps issue 12. Honestly, the best thing I can say about this is the return of Larfleeze. Like, There you go. So yeah, there's your cover A. There's your cover B. Supergirl number 9 is a New Year's Eve issue. So
Fun.
but also the ending of it is pretty harsh, especially if you've been reading the full story. Like, something happens that Kara didn't expect, and as a reader, I did not expect either. So, but works within the story. So there's your cover A, your beautiful cover B. Green Lantern's on issue number 30. This one, he teams up with Batman. We're doing a couple team ups coming up because this is a nice little one shot. Batman's in there. Next one we're going to see Flash.
Also worth mentioning that Green Lantern number 30 was a shortage from a few weeks ago. So if you were like, that should have been in my file, it is now.
It is now. So we have a facsimile this week. Jack Kirby's New Gods in facsimile form. So there you go. And then collections. Poison Ivy, Death in, what is it? Mars View. It's volume 7 of Poison Ivy. Or volume 6, my bad. Volume 6. Batman Brave and the Bold. Technically it would be like volume 3 because it collects issues like 15 through 19. And then Grant Morrison and Tony Daniels, Batman Rip, back in print. There you go. From Dark Horse, Tomb Raider, new series. A lot of talking in this. I need more like tomb rating. Not enough tomb rating. We need more tomb rating. So, yeah. Then new Cyberpunk 2077, Chrome number 1. There you go. Masters of the Universe, Sword of Flaws is on issue number 3. But then we get to the indie book of the week. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rites of Spring. It is a bloody, bloody issue. This is the penultimate for this story arc. Holy cow. It's all been building to this. Oh,
I wish we could talk about it more, but Andrew didn't read it.
Andrew didn't read it, so that's all I'm going to say.
For everyone else.
But I would, though.
We would try. We would try.
What an issue of this book. As far as a penultimate issue goes, I made inhuman sounds while reading it to the point where Kevin had to check to see if I was okay.
Yeah.
This book was bonkers. I cannot wait for the last issue. I have no idea where this is going.
I cannot wait to sell everybody who's read the first one in trade paperback only all of these. So, yeah.
Unbelievably good.
So there's your cover A. There's your cover B. There's your insane cover C.
It's maniacal.
Oh, yeah. And then your 1 in 25, $15 variant for that one there. Turtles, fresh off their blind bag, new creative team, issue number 14. So if you actually opened it up and read it, now you can continue the story. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. There's your cover C. Happy New Year. There's your cover D. Your $10 1 in 25 variant. But then your $20 1 in 50 variant that's just wonderful to look at.
Yeah, I like it.
We've got more Star Trek coming up, but this is the Lore Wars collection from IDW. There you go, Star Trek Lore War. And Godzilla Heist, the whole mini-series collected there. TMNT Journeys, we've issue number 5. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is on issue number 5 for the Seeds of Salvation. But the more fun of the Star Trek book, Lower Decks, issue number 15. There we go. From the EC line, Catacomb of Horror is on issue number 7.
There it is.
Yep.
So tiny.
So there's your cover A. There's your $8 1 in 10 variant. And your $10 1 in 20 variant. Cruel Universe is on issue number 6. I am going to just say the first story is called Chum, and it's about angry, angry mermaids. Yes. So, yeah. There's your cover A.
Yes.
There's your $8 1 in 10 variant, and your $10 1 in 20 variant.
My mom always said, "Watch out for a mermaid scorned."
Oh, good gosh, yes. Power Rangers, the Pink Ranger.
Sorry, Mom, I know you never said that.
It is the miniseries plus other Pink Ranger stories, all collected in one big giant chock-a-block
Yeah, it's a
trade
thick book.
paperback.
It's a thicker book than I thought it was
So,
when I
yeah.
saw it on the list.
Minor Arcana's on issue number 13. Last Days of H.P. Lovecraft's on issue number 3. Mark Spears' Monster and Wolf's on issue number 2. The reason I figured out like why Mark Spears can get a whole bunch of like monster books out, this one's in black and white. So there you go. Doesn't have to do all the computer coloring.
You know,
But
the
we
best
got-
monster movies were in black and white.
Yeah, there you go. So got 2 covers. There's your cover A, your cool creature cover B. Darkstalkers back for a moment because it's fighting Street Fighter in a one-shot. So there you go. Ta-da. Garbage Pail Kids, Thrashing Through Time, full collection of that's there. Terminator Volume 1, Out of Time, full
I
collection
did that on
there.
purpose.
Space Ghosts on issue number 7. Dynamite, Blood Red, is on issue number 4. Toxies on issue number 6. There's cover A. There's cover B, which is fantastic. And then Garth Ennis's Babs, the Black Road South. Ennis and Burroughs back again with a Babs story. There's like, if you're like, you know what, I just want sassy female barbarians, there you go. Full on. But now we get into Mega Man. All right, I'm going to crack my knuckles here. Mega Man Legends Timelines, issue number 1, one shot. There's your cover A. There's your $8 1 in 15 variant, or 1 in 5 variant. 1 in 5 variant. Mega Man ZX Timelines, another one shot. There's your cover A. There's your $8 1 in 5 variant. And then Mega Man X, issue number 0, 5-issue miniseries. There's your cover A. That's all we got.
That's all I gave.
Yep. And then kids' books, Wings of Fires on volume 9. So if you've been reading that, there you go. And then Mickey Mouse is on issue number 2 of the Ripples in Time, the new like Titan Mickey Mouse book.
Yep.
We got a couple sticker books. We got your sticker art puzzle, which I'll tell you what. Have you looked through this?
No.
Oh my gosh, it is intense. Like putting these stickers together to get to these covers and stuff.
Oh.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intense. So, yeah. If you've got time on your hands, here you go.
It's kind of awesome that you can tell what classic cover, like Iron Man 1 or Tales of Suspense, like, you can tell what it is, but, like, in my mind, I'm not sorting that out.
Right. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
That's cool.
Yeah. And then we
I
got
thought that was for kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
the multiverse stickers, which is probably a little bit more fun. And then the Color Me Powerful and the Girl Power Brain Boosters.
That's a table.
Yeah.
That's a great table. We love this table. And, of course, representative of our late night comics coming up on Thursday. Some dollar books. There's more to be filled in as we clear the table out. But for now, thank you very much for joining us this Tuesday evening. Enjoy the rest of it, and we'll see you tomorrow for your comic books.